way too cold. And I ain't into it.
I went with extra popcorn this time. That was a solid 7 minutes of holy crap.
Morning. How you doing?
Means everything's gonna be okay. I mean, does it get better than a tent full of fishing rods and popcorn? You know what that means? That's gonna be one hell of a decent weekend.
Oh, that feels nice. Warm it up. Warm it up. Woo!
I am back out on the water. Me and the new to me doing some exploring, checking out some potential sites. Got killer weather for basically the middle of October 2024. I'm gonna head out for 3 nights. It's 39, 40, and 41 for 2024. It is gorgeous out. All the fall colors. All decked out, ready to roll, ready to explore, ready for an adventure. I'm an adventurer. I'm an explorer. It's what I do. I just get out for a few days. Oh yeah, I'm thinking in around these rocks right here, camp in there. It's beautiful. All right, I am unloaded. Gear has been de-geared. Found myself a gorgeous spot. What is that? Freak. I have about 45 minutes to set up my tent and tarp before sundown. Let's get at her. A little bit of a deep dark woods in behind there. Something to go explore. Got a shoreline. There's Orangey, all set up with my makeshift tent pole. Duct tape still holding up on the rip. Rocking and rolling. Good as new. It's getting chilly. I feel the chill. Sitting, watching the moon. Finally got everything set up. My temperature clock says it's 3 degrees Celsius. I gotta warm up. Get my toasty on. Popcorn will do that. Little blue flame. Oh, yeah, here we go. Yeah, so I finally decided I'm gonna do the popcorn. You know me, I gotta do popcorn. It's freezing out. Well, I shouldn't say that, actually. It's not freezing yet. I got everything set up and ready for a dinner by 7:30, 7:40. So that was about a 2-hour setup. Not bad, because I bushwhacked in, cleared out the site. Coconut oil, sea salt. Smells awesome. This tent, actually, tarp tent keeps the heat in pretty nicely, even though it's wide open on both ends, like the A-frame. Just enough to warm my fingers, tip of my nose. I went night fishing, got in about 100 casts. I had a black buzzbait, a chartreuse buzzbait, and my silver whopper plopper. Skunked. 0. Not even a bite. Kind of cool though. Casting into the moonlight. I think we're almost there. You know the rules. 5 seconds between the pops. We're done. Yep, I'm calling it. There we go. Dunzos. Not a bad evening. Made it out. Camp set up. New campsite. Check that out. Do a little camp tour in the morning. Got in some fishing. Got in a meal. Did some chickpeas with sriracha. Just call me sriracha. Popcorn. Fishing. Damn. Beautiful moonlight. It don't get better than this. I mean, does it get better than a tent full of fishing rods and popcorn? You know what that means. That's going to be one hell of a decent weekend. Let me tell you. It is as good as it looks. I slept relatively well last night. Opening night jitters and all. You're usually pretty amped up and super tired, but super wired. I was pretty toasty. I had a few layers on. I had sweatpants, 2 pairs of socks, a fleece sweater, long sleeve undershirt, fleece hoodie, toque, and gloves. And I still used my summertime sleeping bag, which will be a no-go next time. It should have been a no-go this time. Then I could have worn a little bit less, would have been, less crammed in there, less bulky. But it worked. Feet were warm. I pulled everything up over. Worked out well. Nice and fresh. Morning! How you doing? I think this would be a perfect spot for breakfast. A little bit of hot oatmeal. I'm gonna brew up some cocoa with some lemon rinds. Toasty up a little bit. Large flake oats, pumpkin seeds, pumpkin seed protein powder, raisins, cinnamon. Oh yeah. And some popcorn, salt, and coconut oil. Livin. Anchor's down, bobber's in the water. Last 3 or 4 sips of the cocoa. I put some lemon rinds in there and it is awesome. They're calling for rain all day today and they were wrong. Jack-offs. I might do some mixed beans and raw garlic. Keep them forest vampires away. No wolves last night. No bears. No badgers. No lynx. I got under my tarp just in time before the rain started and got a meal together. I went high tech. Mixed beans, an apple, treating myself to some salt and some raw garlic. Simple and killer delicious. Beautiful evening. Rain's making it all freshy fresh out there. Morning. It was a chilly one last night. I'm about 5 right now. The colder it gets, the more restless the sleep seems to be. It rained all night. It's peaceful. I enjoy it. It's a nice sound. Very relaxing sound. That was actually night 40 for the year 2024. Yeah, just another run-of-the-mill morning down by the water. You know, same old, same old. The sun's actually really warm. It's nice. I'll tell you, you get into the shade, chill up pretty fast. You'll get your crisp on immediately. The sun, oh, it feels nice. Warm it up, warm it up. Woo! I'll tell you, it's cold, and that's one of the drawbacks, but you know what? Heat of the sun, smell of the rotting leaves, the colors. Caught a couple fish yesterday. Caught a smallmouth. Caught a walleye. There's nothing like this. There's nothing better than this. I mean, it don't get much better than this. Know what I'm saying? This is some good juice. This be good juice. Night 40 last night. Little restless, little tossy-turny, little crispy. But you know what? It was still magical. Having a little nap, the deep dark woods, the rain pouring, but you're toasty, dry, warm. Out day tripping. It's pretty windy out there. There's some white caps. It was all at my back, which is the way I like it. Found myself a little cove here for lunch. How's that? All nice and calm in here. Oh, is there something to be said for no wind? Wind's the killer. I'm gonna have me a little lunch. Look at that spread. High end. Dude, you don't need high end. You got the proper fixins. Healthy, cheap, and killer taste. I think I'm gonna grab a rock. That'll do. And sit down for lunch. Nice. Got some good waves coming up now. The wind has really picked up. yeah, there's some big boys there. And yo! All right, enough of that. Damn, those are the biggest waves I've been in. I'm in a sheltered spot here, the lee side of this island. Man, that wind came up. I could see white caps coming up behind me. I didn't think they'd be that bad, but I mean, they were big. 2.5 to 3 foot waves conservatively. They were catching me, lifting the back end of the canoe, raising it up, and then raising up the front and splash. I was getting water in the front and the back. And that was like a bucking bronco ride. That was a solid 7 minutes of holy crap. I got a fair amount of water in the boat, but I did not spill my lemon cocoa. I'm glad I brought a little bit of caffeine because I'm hoping I don't have to face that on the way back. I'm going counterclockwise around a fairly large island, and the way the wind's blowing, I should at least have it at my back on the way back. So that was crazy. I mean, not where I felt I was going to capsize, but I mean, if I just sat there and didn't navigate, you know, I really wasn't paddling forward too much. I was more correcting the whole time. Just keeping myself at about a 30 to a 90 degree angle to them waves coming in. Because if I'd have gotten sideways in that, yeah, that's when there'd be a lot of water in the boat and it could have pushed me sideways. It could have toppled. Yeah. Woo! Little touch and go. Adventure time. See what else this day has for me. Ooh. That was way harder than anything I really wanted to do today or this year. Heavy duty winds, crazy waves. I had to go absolutely beast mode at least 2 or 3 times, like just seeing red and going, or I'd bash in sideways into the rocks, trying to come around a corner, hitting the current, and the waves coming at me. Wow. Whew. Too much. Too much. Damn. There we go. We are home. Finally. Woo! Not gonna lie, that was one hell of a paddle. That was a bit of a test. You know it's a hard paddle when you start having fantasies of, you know, just hitting shore and dragging the canoe through the bush to get around a corner. Woo! Hands are cold. And it's not just because it's cold out. You're just gripping that oar. Beast mode. Oh yeah. I think I earned myself some real oily, salty popcorn and an ice cold beer. It's beautiful out though. It's starting to calm down now a little bit because I'm, you know, home. Thanks. There's Docker, Parker, and Unloader. Oh, and warm up my hands. Night 41. Warming myself by the fire. The blue flame. Propane, propane. Propane, propane. Make some popcorn and have myself a beer. It's pretty crispy out right now. Really cooled off fast after the sun went down. I got in about 20 or so flicks with slip bobber, jerkbait, and Ned rig, Zippo, skunked. Yeah, I have a pretty good tolerance for cold, but I'm not a sucker for punishment. I went with extra popcorn this time. I don't know if you can tell or not. Oh, boy. Warm the hands a little bit. I know they're going to get burnt on the popcorn, but yeah, she's cooling down pretty fast in the evenings. I don't want to torture myself. I'm really good if this is the last evening. The hands become pretty cold when they get wet, and invariably they do when you're fishing or in the boat. I'm keeping the burner going a little bit because it is keeping it a little warmer in the tent. Warm them fingers up. See if I can't. Oh yeah. A little bit of cold beer. Oh, that's good. Salty popcorn. I don't know. It's just something magical about that smell and that sound. It means fun. It means camping. Safety, warmth. It means everything's gonna be okay. Don't she look delicious? Oh. Oh, that smells yummy. Smells like a Ricola on steroids. Oh, that's nice. Oh, this is going to warm me up nice. I've talked myself into heading out to the lake. The moon's out, giving me a lot of moonlight. Gorgeous out there. And I have a evil looking black buzzbait with a paddle tail trailer. Paddle tail. That I'm putting my money on. We'll see what happens. It's freezing out there. It's gonna be 0 tonight, feels like -2. Wish me luck. See you in the morns. See you in the morns. It is already 9 in the morning. It's -3 and it is crispy. swans. It is a chilly one. Coldest morning so far, by far. I will say, I don't enjoy fishing in cold weather. Your hands are out exposed too much, and they're usually wet, which makes it 10 times worse. Way too cold, and I ain't into it. That was killer. 3 nights, Thanksgiving long weekend. That takes us to 41 nights for 2024. Not gonna lie, that was a crispy one. They get crispier than that though. We'll see. We'll see if I got balls enough to go out again. Woo! You know what's funny is, as I'm loading all that, building up a crazy sweat because of all the layers I've got on. But the second you stop, especially a little bit of sweat built up, man, you gotta chill pretty damn fast. I thought, you know what, the heck with it. I'll take this coat off, toque off, maybe one layer. About 30 seconds. It was, what are you, nuts? Big difference from yesterday. Same direction. No beast mode. Leisurely paddle. Leisurely float. much better than yesterday. This ain't no beast mode. I would call this least mode. It's the least I can possibly do. Just float. Put the feet up. Check out the scenery. Slight breeze. It's cool. I mean, I got gloves on. But that don't confront me. This is life.